How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a kick-ass week. Today we're taking on another one of those questions that pops up over and over again for new distillers. And with good reason. How do you clean a still in between runs? Wait.
Hey, babe.
What?
Can you look after the twins?
No.
It was ridiculous. Can't have the babies out here like that. What the?
This is ridiculous. Something's gonna have to change. Hey. Welcome Distiller everyone, I'm Jesse and this is the channel all about chasing the craft of home distillation and making it a legitimate hobby. Obviously we talk all things distilling, but today what we're doing is talking about how to clean your still in between runs. So here's the deal, team. First up, I need to make sure that you understand that right now we're talking about cleaning the still in between different runs. This type of cleaning will no way, no how prepare your still to be used for the first time after it's been made. If that is what you're looking for, you're going to want to watch this video that I'll put a card up top, and that is all about cleaning your still the first time to get it safe, to get the flux and all the other crap that's in there from when you made the still or when someone else made the still even out and ready to run the first time. No, today we are talking about what to do in between runs once you've got a still up and running. Also, for those of you that are interested, there will be an update on the all-grain peated Irish whiskey. Hang out for that at the end if you are into that. So, this is the column out of my still. It is made of copper, and as I'm sure you can see, it is no longer shiny and wonderful. Now, once again, guys, this is actually not something we're talking about today. This is not superficial cleaning, how to make copper sparkly. It's what to do to take care of the inside of your still so that you can produce really kick-ass products time and time again. If you do want to know how to make the outside of your still pretty, that's a topic for another day, and maybe we can talk about that some other time if you're interested. Anyway, guys, I'm going to come clean with you and tell you that I don't really clean my still. Nope. Not like maybe some of you are thinking anyway. Let me show you what I normally do after a run. So with my still, this part here sits on top like so, on top of the column, and at the end of a run, literally all I do is pop this cap off here, disconnect the hose from the condenser, put it down here, give it a nice squirt, and I do angle it so that the hose gets down into this part as well and send some fresh water down here through the shotgun condenser and everything as well. That's all I do. I don't go to the effort of even trying to dry it out properly. I've got the space, I have that luxury. I know a lot of you guys don't. Thankfully I do, so I literally just leave my still set up. Normally I will, however, leave the cap off on top. That's it. That's all I do. Does the inside of my still start to go a bit of a funny color? Yep, that's called a patina on the copper, and it will happen. Now, I've seen a lot of talk about whether or not it is fresh, shiny copper or patinaed copper that is better at removing the sulfides from the distillate as you're distilling, which is essentially the magical quality that copper brings to the table for distilling. To be honest, I don't have a lot of science on the subject, so if you guys do have a scientific explanation or some proof one way or the other, I would love to hear it down in the comments. But the conclusion I've come to is that the patina is not exactly a horrible thing. I can't say that I've seen a large difference one way or the other, but it's also something that I haven't tested for. In any case, what I'm trying to get at is I'm not stressed, I'm not worried about removing the patina off the inside of the copper either. But what about bugs? What about gross things that are going to grow in my still? Well, the way I see it, you just put really, really high proof alcohol through this thing at a really high temperature. You killed anything that was living in there. So I'm not worried about stuff growing in here. The only time that I would suggest doing a little bit more cleaning is if you have a puke. So if the stuff in the boiler gets too hot or you haven't degassed it enough, there's too much protein in it, whatever. If it boils so hard and fast that the liquid literally makes its way up through the still and bubbles out over into your condenser, then I might think about doing a little bit more cleaning. The second reason that I would suggest cleaning your still a little bit more is if you've run something before that has a really strong flavor and you're planning on running something after it that doesn't have so much of a strong flavor. So in my example, the last thing that went through this still was the Buccaneer Bob's rum. Now, obviously that has a whole lot of crazy flavors in it. And if you want to know more about the flavors that I found in it, once again, check the playlist out up here. That's a full playlist, but the ones at the end are the tasting ones. Now, like I said, there are a whole lot of strong flavors in that rum that don't really belong in a peated Irish whiskey. So I am going to do a little bit more cleaning today than what I normally do. I figured I'd take you along for the ride. So what I'm going to use is a big old bucket of warm but not overly hot water, a drill, some PBW. This stuff originally was apparently designed to clean copper immersion chillers. It's pretty much standard fare for home brewers. I found it really good for distilling as well. I'm also going to need this. This is my little homemade copper pipe cleaner. Super easy to make out of scrubbies and a few other little things you can find at the hardware store. Once again, if you want to catch the video of me making that, check the card up top. Anyway guys, that goes into the water. I'll put some links down below for this stuff in case you're interested down below as well. Anyway, this bad boy obviously goes into the drill. Now this stuff, it turns out, works better if you let the parts soak for a while. So what I'm going to do is drop the bits in here that will fit and let them soak. It's crazy, I can actually smell the Buccaneer Bob's. That's still. Now obviously guys, if you have a big old dirty great big pot, that would be ideal for this. Something that can totally submerge your whole still. The other thing is that you can invert the column if you want, like play Tetris with it and use one of the caps, pour the stuff down the inside of it and let it sit, but whatever. I'm just going to let this chill and move it around a little bit every now and again so that I can get the PBW solution into all the places. If it is a little difficult to actually soak things, the other thing is you can just keep wetting it down. And I'm just going to give it a quick blitz with this guy here. Alright team, so now what I'm going to do is take all this outside, put the hose through it really well, give it a damn good rinse. And what I've got happening behind me right here is my boiler heating up. What I'm going to do is run hot steam through all of these parts for about an hour after they've given them a really good rinse as well. Alright team, as you can see, the still has been put back together. The water is heating up. It is just water. I'm not using vinegar here. And this is a good time to say that I'm sure there'll be people that'll comment on this video saying that vinegar or an acid, citric acid or lemon or whatever is the best thing to clean copper with, and I 100% agree if your goal is to get this copper looking shiny. Like I said, my goal here is not to get rid of the patina on the inside. I'm not that interested in it. I just want to get the smells and the flavors out from the last run. Anyway team, I want to take you over there and show you the peated Irish ferment, which is getting close, and let you know what the deal is with that. But first guys, I have to say a huge thank you to all the Patreons. And I apologize that last week I didn't put the names up last time. Yeah, sleep deprivation, I guess, guys. What else can I say? I really do appreciate it, guys, and it is 100% thank you to you that this channel is still growing and developing. So thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Anyway, let's rock over there and have a look at the peated Irish whiskey. As you can see, guys, the cap has dropped. Now, there's a little bit of activity, but not a whole lot. It's got down to 10. Finally, I don't even know how long this thing's been running for now, but it did stall out for a really long time, and then once I got it going, it was really slow again as well. So it might have another point or two in it, but to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to give it that much longer. I'm kind of getting eager. I just want to run this thing. So you guys will be seeing another video on this thing shortly. Anyway, I think our water is almost heated up. Let's go check that out. we now have the steam pouring out of the end of this still. I'm going to run this for quite a while. I'll probably go for about an hour. Truth be told, it does smell a touch tailsy still. But it is what it is. You can also, guys, do a sacrificial run if you want to, but be aware that doing so means that you can't really run vapor just pissing out the end like this. So the idea of basically steam cleaning it is nice to me. I can run this stuff for as long as I want, well, until it starts condensing and raining off the roof, but there's no danger of having alcohol vapor just pouring out like this. Alright team, I'm going to let this run for another hour or so, so it's about time for me to check out. If you've liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it if you share it around to anyone else that you think might need it or enjoy it. If you really like the video and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do so down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya!